Hey everyone, welcome back to Ease, the open Felghana, where last time we entered the Tigray quarry and found Dewey, who described that Edgar, the mayor, is further ahead in the mine, but the monsters in there are kind of impervious to swords. So we went to the storehouse here and got ourselves some magic. Very useful. Let me kind of just wait until that bar fills back up a little bit here. But yes, now we'll be able to continue forward. So let's just go and do that. And if you want to get some practice killing some monsters with fire, you can kind of just do that now. Because magic is not like a finite resource, it will fill up over time, which is very useful just to be able to be like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna do that. And just kind of fill it up. I don't know why that one was like so hard for me to hit. But yes. Now we actually should head back over to Dewey, because the mayor is further in the mine, and now that we can kill them with fire, literally, we shall go and do that. And the nice thing about going into the mine in general and just killing things, it's a very easy source of money, at least for the beginning of the game. Just killing things gets you money pretty darn quickly. Like I spent like 5 minutes in between episodes, I just got like 300 gold or something like that. Because I was just practicing how magic worked again, because it's been a hot minute since I used it. There we go. Let's continue forward. The nice thing is, with magic as well, the enemies that are in the air, much easier to hit. Especially considering it's a much bigger thing than a sword. But yeah, let's continue forward. This room. Time for some fun. There we go. And whoop, hit that. But yes, the monsters down below are stronger, so we'll probably level up much quicker in there too. Oh, I see you found that bracelet we unearthed here a while ago. Not too shabby an artifact, but I don't know. I just got an eerie feeling from it. Seems powerful, scary even. None of us wanted it, so you put it in storage, but you could use it. I'll bet. Against the monsters down below. Alright. So let's go down below and see what we got dealing with. But first, let's head over here and grab this urn. Easy money. Now these monsters down below, these ones are things we already fought, so nothing too special here. But the further on we go, maybe we'll see something good. Or something stronger, I should say, because right now, still same old, same old. Any further down? Anything yet? Nope, not yet, not yet. Not yet, still not yet. Can I get rid of you? There we go, got you. So where are these monsters? There they are, those things. Definitely kill them with fire because they hurt. Okay, now I need to wait until my magic kind of fills back up really quickly. There we go. MB speed's going up higher. There we go. And perfect. Let's continue forward. There we go. You're dead. Oh, you're like slightly out of my reach. I don't like when enemies do that. Okay. I guess I'll encounter you later when I head down there. I can't reach you yet. Let's head over here. Hi, enemies. See if I can kind of bunch you up so I can hit you more often, ow, than not. Ah, no, dodge that. Some enemies have a moment where you can kind of stagger them. But of course, I do like no damage to my sword, so yeah. Almost got him, and got more health. Okay, one more to go. 2 more to go, actually. I didn't see the other one. Now 1 more to go. Let me grab you. Thank you. And oh. Still no? There we go. Definitely a lot of money you just got from that alone. Now let's head forward. Oh, whoa, hello. Let's get up here. See if we can light that, maybe? Oh, yep, there we go. What do we got here? A ruby. There are specific jewels for each of the elemental bracelets. With each jewel acquired, the corresponding bracelet's magic becomes more powerful. Bracelet's power has minimum level and has nothing in it, and now it's increased with each jewel that it obtains. In this case, we got one. Even with a single level attached, the bracelet can deliver charge attacks. Additional jewels increase the rate of magic recovery and provide an overall increase in power. So yes, now we can charge it up. Like, almost like a Mega Man game. Very useful for some enemies. There we go. And I missed you. Okay, die. There we go. That worked. Now for you, let's see how much damage we do here. See if we can kind of like bunch them up in a spot, maybe. There we go. Much more better, I should say. Yeah, let's get, oh, hello, enemy. Let's get you dead. And now for you. Perfect. Doesn't seem to be any more of those. And a save point. I didn't mean to do magic, mind you, but I hit the save point. There we go. Oh, there's the mayor, but first... Sorry, buddy. Get that first. And now we'll talk to the mayor.
Who are you? And what are you doing in a place like this? Adol introduced himself and explained that he had come to rescue Mayor Edgar. An adventurer? Well, if you're looking for Mayor Edgar, here I am. Adol, was it? Thank you for coming all this way. I was accosted by monsters and managed to lose them here, but hurt my leg quite badly in the process. I was actually just about to hobble my way into the strange old ruins beyond here when you showed up. They're quite peculiar. I peeked my head in earlier, and I must say I've never seen anything like them before. Adol, I'm sorry to impose upon you even further, especially since we've only just met. But would you be willing to examine these ruins in my place? With my injured leg, I fear what might happen to me should any more monsters attack. But we've come all this way. I know it's rude of me to ask, but I'm sure you're just as curious as I am, no? So please, would you do me this favor?
Of course. But first, let me save. Because, yeah. Ruins we haven't explored yet. I can't imagine what's in here. All right, time for like a more proper boss. This boss basically has a bunch of different attacks. As you can tell, it kind of just does attacks based on vertical and horizontal. So you kind of have to pay attention to where those are going and jump at the appropriate times. As well as kind of be careful because the blades can kind of be adjusted at the last second. So you kind of have to jump at like the peak of it. But of course, that's not the only attack that she can do, because she has a lot more attacks. But thankfully enough, so do I. And die, please. The Moonstar Statue. Alright, let's get out of here and tell Mayor Edgar what we just found.
What are you doing here?
You don't listen very well. I believe we handed down a royal edict to close the quarry, did we not? If you'd just done as you were told, you wouldn't have gotten hurt. So spare me the lecture. Just do as Lord Maguire asks.
You... I'd wondered what had become of you, but I'd never imagined. You aren't really working for Count Maguire, are you?
Oh, but I am. I'm a devoted knight in service of the great Lord Maguire. Therefore, I'll thank you to keep a respectful tone when you address me. Who goes there? You aren't from Redmont. What business have you here?
Adol gave his name and explained the circumstances of his arrival in Felghana.
A friend of Dogi's? I never thought he'd come back, and certainly not now. No matter. Lord Maguire's orders were explicit regarding the closure of the quarry. If you've come to lead this old man out of here, then I suggest you do so immediately.
Oh, wait! What about Eleanor? Or do you even care that she's been worried sick about you? She doesn't even know if you're alive or dead.
I've grown weary of playing nursemaid. She's 17. She's old enough to cope without her big brother. You should tell her to forget about me. Hell, coming from you, she might even do it. But where are my manners? It would seem I've forgotten to introduce myself. I am Chester Stoddart, a high-ranking knight in service of Felghana's lord, His Grace, Count Maguire. Adol, was it? As an adventurer, I know you may be tempted, but I'd advise you not to get involved in our politics. That is, of course, unless you are eager to die.
Count Maguire is the Lord of Felghana, though he's not native to this land. He's actually from Rom. From the moment he took power here, he levied exorbitantly high taxes and pressured us into forced labor. Then, a few days ago, he ordered us to shut down Tigre Quarry, the town's primary source of income. Naturally, we refused, since he gave us absolutely no reason. And that's about when you showed up. To think that Chester would willingly serve a man like that. What could possibly be running through his head? He left his little sister behind too, and she hasn't heard a word from him in months. Honestly, I have a hard time believing it. Even now, knowing what I know, I keep thinking it can't be true. And what am I supposed to do? Just tell Eleanor to try and forget about him? I couldn't possibly agree to that. I'd never be so callous.
No!
Eleanor? How long have you been listening?
I heard you made it home from the quarry, and that you were hurt. So I thought I'd stop by to check on you. And I overheard your whole conversation. I'm sorry.
Eleanor! It's good to know Chester's all right, at least. But that's little consolation right now. Ever since they were orphaned 12 years ago, those two have really watched out for one another. Up until about 3 years ago, they lived at my house, and I'd always put Chester in charge whenever I was away. I figured it would teach him to be a responsible young man, though, honestly, I never did get the hang of raising him. Adol, could I persuade you to look in on Eleanor for me? Right now, I think she might find it easier to open up to an impartial third party.
Of course. Just bothers me that he had to fight such a huge creature. To say nothing of it having the evil-looking statue in his possession. I have to wonder if the statue may have been what McGuire was after when he shut down the quarry. Yeah, most definitely. But first, let's take a look around a little bit more. Nobody in here? Of course. There's never anybody in there. Hello. I don't know how much we would have ever managed without you at all. Mayor Edgar is the only thing standing between us and McGuire's oppressive tyranny. Without you, he'd be gone. Quarry's closure will hit us like a ton of bricks, but we'll manage. As long as we have Mayor Edgar, we'll survive. Been a lot of bad things happening at the quarry lately. Not too long ago, one of the wooden bridges we built in there came tumbling down. One of our apprentice miners died in that one. Bob was his name. Can't even bear to think about it, or I might start crying again. As I'm sure you know, the quarry is basically nothing but a huge monster nest at the moment. We could deal with McGuire breathing down our necks, but the monsters pose a real threat. So as much as we hate to have to do it, we're actually going to shut down mining operations for however long we need to. Mayor's always had our backs, but I'm not sure he can do anything more for us now that the mine's a monster nest. Though honestly I could deal with monsters, part of me wishes the count would just rescind the edict. And lower our taxes too, because monsters are no, we can't resume mining soon, we're financially done for. We have to look into other means of supporting the town. I'm surprised you haven't already, honestly. I mean, you think that, like, yeah, I guess a mine would be like the biggest thing, but still.
Shutting down the quarry is completely absurd. That quarry is the lifeblood of this town. Our work there has been a source of pride for generations of miners. Why the hell is Dewey allowing this to go through? Why isn't he fighting it? I just realized I've been ranting to a complete stranger. Wait, aren't you that swordsman who rescued my son? Sorry, I've just been thinking about the situation in the quarry a lot lately. Every time it makes my blood boil. Ever since they closed it, the Countsmen have been seen going in and out like they own the place. It's aggravating. That quarry is far too important to this town and everyone in it for us to just look the other way. At any rate, I hear you wiped out all the monsters down there. Even the big ones that nested in the deepest mines. Even if you're not from Redmont, you're a true friend to this town. Here, I've got something for you.
Thank you. That will be very useful.
I hope my son grows a spine like yours one of these days.
Not unless he doesn't go out adventuring or anything like that. So, now that we're back in Redmond, we might as well take another look around because, of course, you can find things. Can't play outside the town, so me and Hugo are playing hide and seek. He's it, and I thought this would be a real good hiding place. Could be a shiny monster, or maybe it's a treasure, or it could be a sharp treasure. Ow. I'll pull up the shiny object from the bottom of the well.
So what was it? I want to see. Show me. Show me.
Adol informed her that it was only Ravel ore.
Aw, boo. I was hoping it'd be diamonds or something.
No, sadly.
But thanks for showing me anyway. Most people would have just told me not to bother them. Chester was always real nice to me, too. I'd always be up in his business, and he never once scolded me for it. He'd always play with me and Elena, and he even took us on walks outside the town sometimes. And he taught me how to fish, too. You'd think it'd be boring, but it's not. It's actually real fun. He's not here anymore, though. He went someplace far away. Sometimes, I feel like he's never gonna come back.
Oof. Yeah, sorry about that. But yes, see Fiona right here? This is exclusive to the PSP version. If you talk to her.
You actually went into the mines? The scary monster-infested mines? All by yourself? Just to rescue our mayor. It's like you're some kind of mythical hero from a storybook.
Maybe I am.
Your name is Adol, right? I hear you're one of those sword-wielding adventurer types who go around saving the world.
On occasion, yes.
Dogi certainly has good taste in best friends, it seems. Here, I have something for you. Think of it as a thank you gift for being so good to Dogi. You really set him on the right path.
Nothing special, mind you, but it's free.
I think you're just the role model my son needs, too. He's always spouting nonsense and playing practical jokes on people. I just don't know what to do with him.
Maybe at some point, but now that we have 10 Ravel ore, let's go and see if we can find Antonio, shall we? There you are. I had no idea where you were at.
Ah, what to do? What to do? With the quarry closed, I'll never get my hands on any Ravel ore. My investors will all drop me, and I'll be ruined. I don't look forward to the mountains of debt that await me when I get back to Rum. Failure. Thy name is Antonio. But wait! You're the type that people randomly send on quests, aren't you? Please, sir, sell me some Ravel ore.
You're the type that randomly goes on quests for people, right?
If you can find me just enough to keep my backers from breaking my kneecaps, I'll buy it from you at top gold. What do you think? An irresistible offer, no? I swear, I'll pay handsomely. You have to spend money to make money, after all. Just 10 pieces. 10 pieces of Ravel.
Conveniently enough, I have 10. Oh, hey, it looks like you stumbled upon some Ravel ore. You'd be willing to sell me 10 hunks of it for 500? Yes. All right, the deal is done. Here's your 500 gold. If you get any more spare Ravel ore in the future, you'll know where I'll be. Next up, let's see if you can find me, how about 50 hunks of Ravel? What do you say? Definitely not a small number. It's kind of big for this point in the game, so that'll have to come at any point when we can. But now that we have a decent chunk of money, oh my, might I see that bracelet you got there? Consider myself something of an expert when it comes to old jewelry and knickknacks. Adol passed the bracelet to Cynthia. I knew it. This is no ordinary bracelet. It's an ancient artifact with an innate elemental energy trapped inside. Did you fit this little gemstone inside it yourself? You've got good sense. Gemstones like these help to increase the bracelet's power by magnifying its energy. Anyway, thanks for letting me feel up your jewelry. Really stumbled onto something special. Take good care of it. Yes, let's buy some equipment, shall we?
Welcome.
Let's get the long sword, because even though we have a maxed out short sword, the long sword's still better in every way.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can afford anything else while we're here. I'll go and get the chainmail as well.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, I can't afford the large shield because that's a lot of money, but we'll get back to that at some point. Boop and boop. This is still more than enough. But if you really want to get that shield, you can always grind out some money. It's not really that big of a loss. I mean, 2,000 plus, in my case, 13. Not a lot. Not a lot. And I have no Ravel ore, so I can't really upgrade it in any way, shape, or form. But yes, let's go and check on Elena now, shall we? Right up over here.
Chester. Adol. I'm sorry. I've just got a lot on my mind. My brother gave me this pendant. He left it here in a letter for me, on the day he vanished. I guess it makes me feel closer to him when I wear it. But in reality, he was closer than I ever realized all this time. I'm so sorry, Adol. So many horrible rumors have been going around about my brother. And then, to hear the man who raised me confirm them all, I just want to know what's happening and why. He must have a reason, right? Maybe I'm being selfish. I should just be grateful he's alive. In a way, it's like a weight I've been carrying for the last 6 months has been lifted from me. I may not know what's going through his mind just yet, but I do know that if I could talk to him, just talk to him, then things might go back to normal. So, don't worry about me. I'll be okay. But thank you for your concern, Adol. I really do appreciate it.
So, what Father Pierre said was true. He mentioned that he caught sight of a man who looked like my brother in front of the ruins to the northeast. That's where I was heading when you found me. Went out to see if I could catch sight of him myself. Why would he want to go to such a ghastly place, though? Ruins to the northeast. We call the old crumbling structure to the northeast the Ilburn's Ruins, due to its sickening fiery glow at sunset. It's at the foot of a dormant volcano, so the plants around it are completely unique in Felghana. It's creepy. Can't imagine why Chester would want to go to a place like that. That I don't know, but Father Pierre was talking about it?
This has become quite serious indeed. Why would Father Pierre go to such a place?
Please forgive me. I should have tried harder to stop him.
What's going on? Have you seen Father Pierre by any chance? You haven't? Oh dear, where could he have gone?
My, such blazing red hair. You must be Adal. I've heard murmurings about you amongst the townsfolk. My name is Nicholas. I am head of the Felghana diocese. I was also the town's priest until 3 years ago. Now I serve at the castle, while Father Pierre enlightens the town. I still drop by from time to time, though. Old habits do die hard, as they say. I fear, however, that my visit today may be a bit less transient than usual on account of Father Pierre's absence. Are you familiar with the Ilburn's Ruins to the northeast of here? They are the remnants of a temple used by practitioners of a pagan religion from a long-lost era. It would seem that Father Pierre has taken it upon himself to visit that temple for purposes unknown.
It's unsafe in every regard. There's a dormant volcano behind it which has recently become active anew. And popular rumor suggests the place is infested with monsters of all shapes and sizes.
All the more reason for concern. One cannot help but fear the worst. Adal Christian, they say you're the one who rescued Mayor Edgar from the quarry. Is this true? Given your considerable skill, might I humbly request you undertake another such mission to find Father Pierre?
Of course.
Such selfless courage. On behalf of the church, you have my deepest gratitude. I believe you will be needing this.
Yeah, being able to get into the ruins is probably a good idea.
The Ilburn's Ruins are just off the road, to the northeast of here. This key opens the access gate. Please, do whatever you can to ensure the safety of Father Pierre. May God be with you. Fight well, adventurer.
So yes, we have our next destination in mind, the Ilburn's Ruins, in order to save Father Pierre, of course. If you want to make enough money to get the large shield now, it will take quite some time, but you can go and do it, but there's no real reason to just yet. We're kind of fine on the stats that we have, but if you're able to afford it, I mean, your gameplay style might be different than mine. You might already have thought of that in mind and got the money already, but who knows? But yes, next time in Azure Plays More Ease, the Open Felghana, we're going to go to the Ilburn's Ruins and see if we can find Father Pierre. See you all then.